You are listening to episode 23 of the 3Count Podcast, the podcast which covers the week's events of the world of wrestling. So let's get started.
This is the 3Count Podcast with your hosts, Aaron Phelan, Adam Barlow, and Michael Titley.
Hey everybody, Aaron Phelan here with Michael Titley.
Hello.
No Adam again, so...
Don't know where he is.
I know,
Still in rehab.
What's going on? So, anyway, we have broke our news before we get into this. We are launching a website. You might have seen it on our social media channels.
If you're one of the 21 people who follow us on Twitter.
So, ubernation.uk is launching. We have that lovely little URL.uk. Go and support the .uk domain. That's new. We are supporting it. But yeah, anyway, sure to check out our new site. It hasn't live yet, but you can sign up for your interests. So be sure to do that. But anyway, we're not here to plug that in a minute.
We'll plug that later.
Indeed. So without further ado, welcome to the 3Count Podcast. If this is your first time listening, then thanks for coming. The 3Count Podcast is produced every week, or so we say, for your enjoyment and our amusement.
If we're all together.
So let's get into it. We had Raw last night.
We did. Not a bad show.
It was very good. First hour was a bit meh. But
yeah, see, I watched the first hour and went to bed.
Yeah, I don't blame
And then,
you.
so I was just like, oh, God, I can't be arsed watching it.
Yeah, but
and then, God.
it certainly picked up in the next 2 hours. It was like watching a completely different show. But anyway, let's go right from the top.
We started the way Aaron always loves it too, with a nice little promo.
At least it was a Heyman promo. So
oh, God. We don't need to talk about it, really. That's about it. Heyman promo, great. Let's move on to the next thing.
Exactly. There's not much to say when there's Heyman promo. It's fantastic as always. Rollins interrupts. That was even better.
Got his words mixed up, which was
did.
nice to see. Oh, that's funny, that.
He didn't recover it quite as well as Kevin Owens did on his little slip on NXT the other week, but still...
I thought he recovered it quite well, because he had to go at the crowd.
Well, I was
going to
say, he did recover it well in terms of his character, I suppose, because he kind of acted like whiny about it, which made sense, but... I suppose you didn't see Kevin Owens' slip up, did you, the other week on NXT?
I don't watch NXT, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, well,
but that's pre-recorded though, isn't it?
It is, but what happened was he was in a promo with Hideo Itami.
As he was.
As he was. And anyway, he started... I can't remember what he stumbled over. He stumbled over his words, and anyway, the crowd was like, whoa, and he came back with a brilliant save where he said... I'm stumbling so much. It's like Hideo's grasp of the English language. It's like, oh, wow, that was brilliant.
Pass it.
Anyway, so we had an awesome promo with Heyman and Lesnar and Rollins coming out. Lesnar even spoke a few words. That was pretty great. There's not much more to say about it, really. We got a contract signing scheduled for later in the night where the main action, I suppose, happened. So yeah, let's
move on. Let's move on with the show.
First match.
Was it the tag team match?
It really was. Now I was confused by them putting this on first, because if you're gonna put a match on to keep the viewers sticking around, this really wasn't the match to do that. In my opinion.
The Miz was on commentary, so it was sort of like. I mean, I never fast forward Raw unless it's that dry, and this was like, I can't not listen to the Miz on commentary.
See, that's where I differed from you. I do enjoy Miz on commentary, but I don't know, I just wasn't into this match at all. Miz wasn't helping it really much until the end. I did enjoy him at the end when he started getting involved and stuff and shouting to Big Show.
It was quite funny, that.
I thought that was pretty great. But yeah, overall,
I didn't enjoy. You know what annoyed me about the match more than anything?
What?
Is that Big Show give him a knockout punch and he was up within 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. That was true.
I didn't like that.
No, I didn't. Because at least they acknowledged that on commentary. They actually caught it this time. They seem to have a habit of missing whenever Big Show hits a KO punch. But Ryback got took out with a KO punch, didn't he? And then, like you say, literally... 30 seconds after, he's straight back up, climbing up to the top rope and giving a splash to Big Show.
I thought, it was a bit ridiculous.
Oh no, Sheamus, sorry, it was a Big Show.
Sheamus gave the thingy, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, overall it was a bit of a bland match. The four of them aren't exactly the most exciting performers. Orton is pretty great. Speaking of Orton, actually, it seems like Orton's kind of in a role at the minute where
Stale.
he's, yeah, but I think he's kind of self-aware with his role, which I'm enjoying in a way. Like the little mannerisms he keeps putting into his matches are pretty cool. Like when Sheamus was doing the thumbs down before the RKO, Orton comes behind, and I don't know if you caught it, and he did like some crazy little mockery of Sheamus, so he's like thumbs down, thumbs up, and he just like shrugged his shoulders and then spun him round for the
Oh, right,
RKO.
yeah.
That was
That was
pretty
quite
great.
good, that.
It seems like he kind of knows his role at this point. He knows his role. God, me turning into the Rock here.
Oh, yeah. Bloody hell, I'm not doing this podcast anymore.
But yeah, it's nice to see Orton's kind of. It seems like he's happy with what he's doing at the minute. He's having a bit of fun with it. So
Which is always nice to see, isn't it,
I was gonna
really?
say you want the wrestlers to enjoy themselves, so that's good.
It
For
rubs
him,
off on
so.
it as well. If they're not enjoying it, you can feel it, and it sort of makes you not enjoy it as well. So I think
Exactly. I mean, I know Orton's kind of said in the past he's not really fond of playing a face role, but it seems like he's kind of enjoying it in a minute. So let's roll with that, I
yeah,
suppose.
that's what I mean. As long as it's working, it's fine.
It is indeed. So,
We had
what should we go
thinking
on
they
to?
won the well, they won the match, didn't they? Let's just put that
Well,
aside.
yeah,
We
Orton and
had
Ryback got the win.
Miz was taunting the Big Show, so Big Show ran after him. The Miz fell and still he didn't catch up
I
to
know,
him.
yeah. Michael Cole got really excited about that as well, didn't he? It's like he thought Big Show was going to catch him. I think he was like, "Oh, here we
Oh my
go!"
god,
Yeah.
he's fell. And then he
But
just got back up and
yeah,
walked off. He was like, oh
good.
shit, I remember the Big Show slow as fuck.
But yeah, they did pick up the win. Nothing monumental there. I suppose it was a nice little build for both of their matches. I'm not looking forward to Sheamus and Orton for like the 18th time on pay per view. I think it is, but
I'm not looking forward to it, but the Miz, the triple threat will be immense, I think.
I
What? You don't think this is going to be a great match?
don't know. Miz is going to be great in it. As for Ryback and Big Show, is
But
questionable.
he's gonna bring them along. Like Cena's doing with all these shitheads who's opening challenge matches.
Oh my
He's
god, you've
bringing them
really
all
not
through.
said that.
Who'd even heard of Cesaro before these open
Oh my
challenges?
god, Mike. Oh wow.
I'm getting Aaron mad straight away into
You
the
are
podcast,
indeed.
which is a good.
Riling
Daniel
me up.
Bryan? Oh, he's not facing open challenge actually.
Wow. Anyway,
Oh God, no,
no, it's not coming.
not that time yet.
No, not yet. So let's go on to what should we go on to? Let's go on to primetime players with Henry
We may as
versus
well.
New Day.
This was a bit. I don't want to say crap, but I want to say crap.
I don't know. I enjoyed it more than the tag match with Sheamus and them lot. So
Yeah, but that's like saying like I didn't enjoy Hitler, but I enjoyed his lesser evil brother.
I don't know. I thought it was a bit of a fun match. New Day are always great. I'm enjoying primetime players as tag champs. I think they're shining. Henry was Henry in this match. It's not much.
It was like when he came out for was it like something like we need a black guy to partner with us if you're going to be all. Where's my camera? Get him down here.
Well, at least it's nice to see a bit of cultural diversity. They're getting what was it? Six black participants.
African American.
That was
6 African Americans. Come on, Aaron.
African Americans. Wow. Yeah, it's like WWE's attempt to show that they're not racist in a way. But
You can imagine though someone asking Vince McMahon and him saying something really racist like, "Yeah, we had 6 dark guys in the match. What more do you want from me?" You can imagine him ballsing up saying something
you
like
definitely can. But that's
typical 8-year-old.
Oh, but anyway, this match happened. PTP and Henry get the win. New Day really not get any momentum at all going into this match, have they, at the pay-per-view? But
None at all. I don't get it.
look, I don't know. Do you see them winning at the pay-per-view?
I see him winning, but I don't think they should.
What do you think? New Day might win.
I think they'll cheat and they'll win.
Oh right, okay. I
Which
didn't
will be,
think there's
shit
much
will
of
be
a
going down
chance.
if they do, though.
Would you not be happy with New Day getting a win?
Sort of, but I don't like when titles are jingling back and forth.
Oh, I do agree with you there. Yeah, yeah, definitely. And they're doing such a good job with the US title. Well, most of the titles actually. Probably
They're doing a good
Barbie.
job because they've got an awesome champion.
I'm not even commenting on that one.
God,
Anyway,
don't lie, he's probably the best US champion that's ever been.
oh, I won't say ever. He is fantastic US champion, but we're not getting into
He's
ever.
open challenge every week.
It's not every week, but it's majority of
Pretty much
weeks.
every
But
week.
yeah, it is fantastic. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. He's been the most enjoyable US champion in years, but
I think he had more defences than Brock Lesnar in a week than he did in a year.
wow. But
Funny
yeah,
because it's true.
it's not completely true, but we'll leave in that. So yeah, it should be an interesting tag match. We probably will discuss it on a pre-show if we do get a chance to do a pre-show.
I'm really surprised though that they haven't done an open challenge yet, you know. I mean, I know we're not onto that yet, but yeah, on
What?
SmackDown just to get viewers onto SmackDown.
Well, they did do, didn't they?
No, they haven't done one on SmackDown yet.
I'm sure they did a couple of months back or a month ago. I mean, I know they did an NXT Open Challenge on SmackDown, but I thought they did a US
No,
Open Challenge.
no, they've not. I'm certain it.
I'm sure they did. I can't remember who it was, but I'm sure they did one. But anyway,
Let's move on to it was Nikki Bella, or Team Bella, shall we say?
oh wait, no. We've missed where they was gonna do Reigns. It
Oh,
was gonna be Wyatt and Ambrose, wasn't it?
Wyatt and
Actually,
Ambrose, yeah.
I forgot. I
Completely forgot
was
about that.
completely forgot about that actually, which is not good. But yeah, we were supposed to be getting Wyatt and Ambrose. I was kind of rolling my eyes, even though I love seeing these two face each other. It's kind of like been there, done that. It's a bit too soon to be doing it again. I didn't see really wanting any of them to win, but anyway, we didn't get the match. Reigns comes out, finally gets kind of on
Over.
the no, not
He looks
over,
really strong, in fairness.
as he always does. He kind of got one over on Wyatt. I was gonna say it's been mainly Wyatt getting the upper hand for most of this feud, so Roman finally got a strong showing, I suppose, getting the upper hand on Bray. Interesting
Yeah.
dynamic for them going into their match, actually.
See, I don't know because the thing is with me, with how this rivalry is working, is that I wanted Bray to have all the momentum, like no momentum at all for Roman Reigns. But then if Roman Reigns does win, it's
Hmm.
sort of like shits on Bray again.
But this is
Whereas
the thing. I think Roman's going to win, and well, I don't know. Both of them need to win this match. This is the problem that we've got with this feud that we've discussed in the past. Really, they both need to get the win, and it's going to probably damage whoever loses in this case, which it's not a good way to book a feud, really. But we'll just see how this goes. Wyatt, I think, desperately needs it more because
I think the only good can come of this feud if it ends up in an interruption.
exactly, and then there we go again. We're getting another feud that's not ending. It's kind of being pushed aside because of another feud that interrupts it. I think they're doing this way too much. But
Would you rather that, or would you rather bury one of them for a few
in
months?
this case, I'd rather that. But in general, I think they need to start resorting to people getting involved in other feuds and
People getting
abruptly
mincing
cutting
their
their
shit where
feuds
it's
off.
not wanted.
Exactly. But yeah, like there's not much more to say about that really. The match got scrapped, and that was that. So let's move on to arguably the best divas segment, I should say women's
Oh God!
segment of. Oh, I can't even remember. On the main roster, at least. Anyway, let's.
Since AJ fought Paige,
Yeah, definitely.
since Paige came out, debuted and won the Divas title,
But yeah, honestly, that
we had.
absolutely blew my mind.
Well, I
Go
may as
on,
well take this away. We had Team Bella coming out, didn't we?
we
Which is
did.
now the Bellas and Alicia Fox, which I
Which
I'll
one?
go into this in a minute, but alright. And then we had them spouting some shit about John Cena and that, which was always nice to hear. And then Stephanie McMahon came out, and I thought she was going to start kissing ass a bit, and then she didn't.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that because they've been playing up to the fact that like the Bellas and Stephanie are kind of
Touching cloth. No, that's not the right word.
they kind of, I don't know, but in a business relationship, let's say.
She's part of the authority.
Yeah, exactly. And then it was kind of like Stephanie just got a nerve touched, I suppose, with the way Nikki was insinuating she ran the place. So yeah, we got Stephanie kind of in bitch mode.
And then she brought out Paige, which I was like, oh, God, Stephanie, never liked you more.
But yeah, exactly. The awesomeness ensued. Then she kind of declared that she wants a shake up of the women's division. That was fantastic. I mean, when she was giving the promo, she was acknowledging like the improvements that women are making in all of the sports. I was thinking,
Right.
why don't you praise your own division? You've got an NXT women's division that's doing fantastic. And I was like, why don't you highlight your own company?
See, I didn't like this because for two simple reasons. One, that I don't think anyone other than JBL knows anything about football in the WWE. And then they were going on like, oh, God, we've won a World Cup. You don't know what the World Cup is. And then she went on about women's tennis, and I thought, women's tennis has been big for the last decade. They've been getting this. I think it's 4 years. They've been getting the same amount of money as the men's do at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
It's not just like it was the first ever Wimbledon.
Well, true, but I suppose we've both got individual points there anyway that we both disagreed with that. But I suppose
Did you mention UFC to the girl that beat the shit out of her? Well, not didn't, but twisted her around.
No, yeah. But yeah, my point kind of got addressed because obviously what unfolded afterwards. There's no need to praise the NXT women's division because the NXT women's division kind of came out and took over. I was surprised to see Becky Lynch. Like the first person she named Becky Lynch, I was like, oh wow, really? That was a big shock.
I don't know if you'll believe me, but when she said, like, you know, when we all figured out that she was going to bring NXT, I thought she was bringing Becky Lynch out.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, because, well, I don't watch NXT, do I? Remember was she facing Sasha Banks?
Yeah, she was, yeah.
And I was thinking of, like, a diva who's not exactly, I don't know what the actual, like Bella, if you get what I mean, Eve Marie.
Oh, right, yeah, like the kind of...
Barbie sort of pretty.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, but to me that was a surprise for him in terms of, like, for her NXT rise, she's kind of just getting... Well, I'd say she's just got to that point where the crowd, like, have took her in as her favourite, and I think she's got a lot more to do in NXT. I was surprised to see she was one of the ones to come out, but I'm not complaining by any means. It's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, you've got the history there with Paige and Becky, who over here in England, actually, they used to team up. There was a great tag team, so that was definitely a nice little nod to their past. But yeah, we're getting Becky and Paige, and then obviously she brought out Charlotte as well for the team, which was pretty amazing.
Oh yeah. That was. They kept making the Ric Flair references, though.
This is my only problem with it. It's kind of like Charlotte, I imagine, is going to be the one that's pushed to the front of this group because she's got the Flair connection. But I think, personally, she's not the strongest of the three that's been brought up. I think that would be Sasha overall. Sasha is probably ahead of Charlotte, in my opinion. But we'll see how this plays out because... To be honest, it's just fantastic what they're doing nonetheless, and it's a bit of a cop-out to try and pull this down before it's even got started because it's pretty awesome what they're doing. So, of course, we did then get Sasha being introduced after the interruption of Tamina and Naomi. I was kind of rolling my eyes at them coming out, but it brought Sasha out, so it's all is well in the world, to be honest.
So yeah, then we had Tamina and Naomi coming out spoiling the party, and like I was just thinking that who draws the short straw here? Who's partner of these two? And then it's Sasha Banks, and I thought, I bet Adam, when he watches this, will be literally he'll be
yeah, he'll probably
flying high as a kite.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Adam's dream situation, that team, wasn't it?
I bet he was in the back going like picking straws and going, "Yes, we're all with Paige," and she went, "For fuck's sake, I'm a Divas champion. Why am I with these pricks?"
It was. I don't know. At first, I thought she was coming out to kind of face off against Naomi, and then I realised that she was actually teaming with her. But I don't know. It's like it's a bit of a contrast, in my opinion. I don't really know how Naomi and Sasha kind of gel together, but
Both heels, they can gel.
well, true. Yeah, but we'll see how
That's
this.
the rule of WWE. If they're both heel, they can gel. If they're both face, they can gel.
Yeah, true. We'll see how this plays out, though. It's honestly, it's the most excited I've been for something to happen in the Divas division. Let's call it,
Since
separated
AJ
from
faced
NXT.
Paige.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's going to be on NXT then? They're just not on the Divas division.
This is what I'm kind of concerned about. It's like I hope they're kind of going to keep them on there for a while because this.
About Kevin Owens.
Well, yeah, I suppose they'll do something like that. Hopefully, because I think this like say about Becky. I think she's got a lot to still do in NXT. I mean, obviously, you've still got Bailey and Emma
Do you
and
reckon this could be a call for him to rebrand and then maybe have a separate Divas title thing for the other show?
I don't know what's going to happen here with this. To be
That'd be
honest,
so good. But I think it's got to happen in the next year, with a rebrand.
what if both? You mean like
SmackDown.
SmackDown? Yeah,
I think unless Brock wins the championship, they've got to do it.
well, I mean, SmackDown are making the move to USA Network, aren't they, soon? So
Well, they're moving back to Friday as well.
yeah. So
So I think that all the cards that they have are sort of like drawing dead now.
I mean, I think there's definitely going to be some changes with moving to USA Network. I think once USA Network see that the numbers aren't like really anything in comparison to Raw, then I think something's going to change there. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I mean,
Well, they've got to, haven't they, really? Because you can't really... You watch SmackDown now. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's great going there, but you watch it on TV, and you're not watching that much. You're not watching any... You might get two good segments if you're lucky.
this is the thing. It's like people have got stuck in a thing with SmackDown as well, where they feel
you're watching it for watching its sake.
Well, yeah, people feel like they don't need to watch SmackDown because nothing really noteworthy ever happens on there.
And if anything does, they'll give you a 5-second update on Raw.
5 second, we'll like spend about 5 minutes going over it.
They keep going on about what happened the week before. I was like, no, I watched it.
Yeah, exactly. But
it is to build heat, I suppose.
Yeah, true. But like I say, let's not take anything away from this. It's really exciting stuff happening with the Divas division on the main roster right now. They are fantastic down in NXT, so let's just hope it
Paige is still the best looking diva as well on the roster.
That's subjective, that, Mike.
To who?
We're not getting into it.
Oh yeah, you fancy Brie Bella, don't you?
Yeah, of course. No. Yeah, of course. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I've got high hopes for what's going to happen with this. Hopefully, we get one of the NXT women defeating Nikki for the Divas title.
By NXT, do you mean former NXT? So you mean Paige? So yeah, I concur. I fully concur with you.
Oh God,
I am right behind you on
that. But yeah, we'll see where this goes. I don't want Nikki Bella to overtake KJ's reign of 300 days. I hope that doesn't happen. But
yeah, I hope Paige does it instead.
Yeah,
good point.
Yeah. But let's move on and see where this goes. It's exciting stuff. So props to them for what they're doing with this division at the minute. Trying to give it a shake up. So anyway, shall we go on to what should we go on to? Should we go on to Cena's Open Challenge? Shall we do that?
I think we should. The best part of the night, week in, week out.
I mean, wow, fantastic!
Cena just does a fantastic job.
What did Cena do in there?
Did you not hear him on commentary? We had Miz and Cena in one night. Oh my God.
You were loving that one. But no, actually, props to him. He was pretty great on commentary. He did put himself over a lot, which was a bit unnecessary.
He didn't put... What do you mean he put himself... He put everyone over.
Yeah,
He'd be
but
going on about how good everyone is, and
he
he was
did,
saying
but
that
then he kept saying like, "Oh, the best is sat at the end of this table" and stuff like
because it
that.
is the best is sat at the end of that table.
But anyway, no. Overall, he was great on commentary, but the commentary was unnecessary in this match because wow,
No, he made it better.
absolutely blew
Let's
just
just
everything
start
out of the
off what
water.
happened. Cena came out with the open challenge,
Yeah.
like because he's a true champion, not like all the other champions I've ever been.
Shut up, Mike.
So Cena came out. Then was it Mr. Rusev who came out first?
It was, yeah,
Mr.
Rusev.
Rusev coming out, the former
Yeah,
couple.
I was surprised at Rusev coming out, but still it was pretty great. Of course, we then got Kevin Owens coming out.
Crying as per usual.
Sure, we'll give you that. And then of course Cesaro came out. I was marking hard for that.
Oh God, I don't want to know what marking means.
But anyway, then obviously we got the three of them kind of breaking out into a brawl.
Which is always
Matches,
nice to see.
of
Cena
course.
just walked out and was like, "Yeah, I'm fine with this. You go." That Cena said, whichever one of you win tonight can face me later on,"
Indeed.
which was genius by Cena as per usual.
And of course, the match was underway, and wow, I mean, I was excited just at the prospect of the match, and then it actually happened, and wow, uh, incredible stuff. Like, really, the US title scene since Mania has honestly been. If you'd have told me a year ago that the US title would be the most exciting title like on the roster, I'd probably just laugh in your face and be like,
You have John
what the
Cena to
hell are you
thank for that,
talking about?"
Aaron. You have John Cena to thank.
This is the thing that I was thinking about, right? It's
You was
probably
thinking about thanking him, and you thought,
no.
yeah, I might as well thank him because he is such a great superstar. He's been the best superstar that's ever been, and he's the best US champion that's ever been. So I would give him a round of applause.
We discussed before Mania that Cena winning the US title would probably be great for elevating it, and really, if you think about it, of course it was always going to be because the way they book Cena, obviously they always try to be super protective of him and
But
put the most effort into
the
him.
thing I like about Cena being champion is, if Cena isn't US champion right now, name me some prick. Cody Rhodes is champion right now, yeah.
Really, don't do this. Don't
What? No,
bring
no, no,
Cody
no.
into this, please.
Pardon?
Don't use Cody. Please don't use
Right,
Cody.
Kofi Kingston's the champ. No, Kofi Kingston's in there. So pick me someone who's not very doing anything right now.
Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger's US champion, right?
Right.
Is Cesaro as over as he is?
No, of course not.
Is Kevin Owens as over as he is?
Of course not.
Is who else has done
No,
it?
but this is stupid because obviously.
But Cena in these matches, even though he's still being over because he's winning them, he's making everyone look good.
Yeah, of course he is, and that's what I was going to say is that. Of course, Cena was always going to elevate the title and everything surrounding it because he's so protected in his booking, and he gets a lot of emphasis put on him on his booking. So him as US champion just makes complete sense for
You sounded like
elevating
a hater, Aaron.
it.
No,
No,
you're
I'm not.
complimenting, but you sounded like a hater.
No, well, I suppose in some ways I am, but what I'm saying is it was always going to be a great decision to have him win the US title because it does wonders for everybody. I mean, let's just look at this match. You've got Kevin Owens that looks like the little whinging person that
He's
his
pissing me off
character
lately.
is. Yeah, but that's the great thing about it. That's what he's supposed to be doing.
I know.
It's so good the way he's booked, and this match did great to further that. Then we've got Cesaro, who's more relevant now than he has been in the past year, which is kind of sad and great at the same time because he should have been relevant all of last year. That was
When
supposed to be his
Drive
year.
Battle Memorial.
Exactly, that was supposed to be his year, and then
Who won it this year? The Big
cut
Show.
down for being too Swiss. But anyway,
His ear's too Swiss.
calm down.
He's probably too Swiss. I mean, I don't know what that means, but he's too Swiss.
And then, of course, you've got Rusev that's been made kind of a joke since WrestleMania, and then in one night he looks like a credible monster that he should be. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And then
Some of the spots in this match were unreal.
Obviously, that was
that one.
Oh wow!
I can't think what it is. The triple German.
Yeah. I was going to say that comes to mind straight away. Cesaro is an absolute beast. the way the spot went as well was perfect in putting Cesaro over, because Owens couldn't lift Rusev for the German, and Rusev couldn't lift Owens for the German. But it's like, as soon as Cesaro comes over, he's like, yeah, I'll just get both of you. Like, it's just, but Cesaro is an absolute beast in that ring. Like,
Swiss people are great. Everything. Look at Roger Federer and Stan Wawrinka.
there we go.
Both
Indeed.
Swiss, both brilliant tennis players.
Oh, there we go. If I was to choose anywhere in the world to live right now, it would be Zurich in Switzerland. So there we go.
Why?
It's just a
Why
lovely
everyone's
place.
getting arrested for being corrupt in FIFA? It's not a good place to live.
Still, that's the place
Tell that
I
to
would
Sepp
choose to live. But anyway, we're not here to discuss where I want to live. Yeah,
You like Oldham?
giving away my location here, Mike. But yeah,
Oldham.
small mining town. But
Small pie in town.
But anyway, really fantastic stuff in this match. We got countless great spots.
Kevin Owens ran away like a little bitch.
He did indeed. That was
My
perfect.
one problem with this match was how it ended.
Why? What was wrong with the ending?
It was a kick to the chest.
Oh, it was perfect. Like,
He hit him in the chest.
See, I've seen other people moaning about this actually as well on like
Unless he
Twitter
was
and
badly
Reddit.
winded, I'm not really that happy.
Yeah, but he was badly winded. That's the thing. The match had been going for 20 minutes easily, and then it was a triple threat as well. They all got the living shit beaten out of them, and I thought it made perfect sense. He got knocked off the top rope and got a super kick by Rusev. I thought it was a pretty perfect
I'd have preferred
ending.
if it had hit him in the face and I'd gone fair enough then.
Alright.
I guess I just wanted Cesaro to win.
Oh, of course, I wanted Cesaro to win as well, but I was fine with the ending. I think it's kind of adding to Cesaro's build in a way that he keeps coming out on the losing end, but putting in, dare I say it, the best performance in these matches.
Except for when he's against John Cena.
But
that
yeah,
match last week was unreal.
It really was, and
I think we need to
for the
doff
week
our
before.
hats to that.
We do. I mean, as incredible as the match was the week before, I think that blew it away. That one last week.
But it didn't have John Cena in. That's what you're missing.
But anyway, this week was fantastic. That triple threat, and then of course, I mean,
Rusev versus John Cena.
Yeah, we might as well get into it because there's not really much we can say about it. No, I mean, there's not much more we can say about the triple threat. It was brilliant, and that's all that needs to be said. It was fantastic stuff. So yeah, we got Rusev versus Cena. Obviously, Cena was going to get the win, but I think it was.
You didn't know that.
Come on, it was like Rusev had just been through a grueling match, and it was unlikely
I love
he was
how
going
you
to win.
said Cena would get the win, but you were wrong.
Well, I was going to say, here we go. The ending was actually fantastic. That's not uncommon. But yeah, the ending to this was actually fantastically booked. Of course, Cena looked like he was going to be beaten. Rusev had the accolade locked in, and Cena looked like he was either going to tap out or pass out, which was a fantastic, a fantastic way to put this. Of course, it makes Cena kind of look like he can be defeated, which
isn't true.
Right, which is great going into their match. Of course, with their, I mean, Kevin Owens has seen this match at Battleground, which is going to be phenomenal. So yeah, I was happy all around with this, to be honest.
Bloody ecstatic, and then Rusev getting a pop-up powerbomb.
He did indeed.
Well, take that, you dirty bastard.
Yeah, so he gets a pop-up powerbomb. Yeah, there we go.
Come on, Kevin Owens. / Seth Rollins, get your words out.
Yeah, hits a pop-up powerbomb. God, that is a tongue twister.
Pop-up powerbomb, it's not that hard. You have to be quite intelligent to say it. Luckily, I can say it anyway.
Oh wow. So yeah, that was great, really.
Yeah, it was very good. It was a very good hour of TV.
It was indeed. It was perfect TV. And I'm really looking forward to Battleground. Cesaro hasn't got a match, has he? That's a bit depressing. Oh, do you think Cesaro versus Rusev? Oh, here we go.
Maybe.
I think Cesaro versus Rusev's going to happen. Calling it now. There we go.
Calling it now. Right, so then we had the match of the night, other than John Cena. We had R-Truth versus Wade Barrett.
Oh wow! As soon as I saw this match happen, I was like, again, really? And then, of course, we're getting it again on the pay-per-view kickoff, aren't we?
Oh, thank God, it's on the kickoff. I don't have to watch. Oh, it's the first time where I'm not watching a pay-per-view live in, I think, over a year. I feel like crying.
That's depressing, that, Mike.
It really is.
Welcome to my world.
I hate not watching it live, though.
Alright.
Can't stand it not watching it live. It's so much better live.
Is it? No, it is.
You should try it sometime.
I did. I watched Beast in the East.
You can't call watching it at 8 o'clock in the morning live.
It was... What? It was live, though.
Yeah, no, but it's not like you stayed up for it.
No, but I got to watch it live, which was fantastic. But anyway, that suited me perfect. I'm an early morning person.
I bet it did.
Okay.
But yeah, so we had the match of the night, R-Truth versus Wade Barrett.
Yeah, it was...
Who won? It was that good that I forgot who won.
Truth got the win.
Yeah, because he had that plunge in it.
King Jobber.
JBL actually made this good. He went, that plunge is still wet.
It was though, wasn't it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
It was like a little splash when he pulled it out, didn't it? I was
Probably
like,
got
that's
on the other end of
disgusting. But it was
that on his head.
kind of a jazzy plunger as well, wasn't it?
Jazzy.
Jazzy. It looks a bit fancy, but anyway.
When's Tough Enough over?
I think they've got like another 8 weeks or something. Oh, this made me laugh when they brought them all out on stage. I
genuinely fast forwarded it.
Oh, you should have watched it just for the reactions.
The only reason why I fast forwarded it because I thought I might actually watch this at some point. So if I do watch it, I don't want anything like spoiled.
All right, fair enough. But it is terrible. Tough Enough. We need to. Actually, I'm going to address it now. Here's my state of Tough Enough address.
I should have been on it, right? Yeah, that's over. Move on to the next match.
No, Tough Enough is pretty terrible at the minute.
I should have been on it.
Terribly produced. Everything about it's terrible. There's like
Paige is on it. It can't be that bad.
3 people on it. Paige is actually a really bad part of the show, which is I know. Honestly, Mike, she's a real bitch on the show. Like she's terrible. Like
why?
She's actually a kind of like a negative factor to the show, which is.
Have you been watching Total Divas with her on it?
I haven't.
I think she's been she's probably the sort of what she's on Total Divas, so it's probably the same character.
It's like there's someone on Tough Enough that's personally is one of my favourites. Like she's called Sarah Lee, and she's pretty great to be honest.
She's fit.
Well, I don't know by your standard, but anyway.
Thanks, Aaron.
But no, but
standards for ugly people, but for my standards, she's quite nice.
No, I didn't mean it like that. But
yeah. Anyway.
Oh wow. But yeah.
God, as well.
She's pretty great. But yeah, Paige is a real bitch to her. It's like she's not bitches, Sarah Lee or anything. All the others are, and Paige there's really got something in for her.
Alone.
Really got something in for her.
It's not real though, is it?
I know, but it's
a
annoying.
Show. There's got to be some sort of people. If they want to get you over, they'll have like on X Factor when like there's some really good singer. Simon Cowell's like, "You shite, you get off the stage," and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah,
it makes you like them more.
True. That's probably what they're doing.
You're being worked. That's your problem.
But anyway, she's great. But yeah, she did favourite a tweet I put out the other day actually, which was pretty special.
Wow.
But yeah, that
you should take it to Nando's.
Oh, inside jokes for the win.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. But
cheeky cinema afterwards.
Oh wow. But yeah, it was funny to see the reactions they got on Raw. Everyone got booed.
I tell you, I got favourite off Carol off episodes on Twitter, so we're all Twitter famous over here.
There we go. Great stuff. But anyway, let's not spend too much talking about Tough Enough. It was just pretty humorous to see the reactions that majority of them got on Raw.
So then we had Cody Rhodes versus Neville.
We had Stardust versus Neville.
Same thing, innit? I completely fallen out of love with Neville.
Yeah, this is the thing I'm thinking. It's like Neville's kind of, I don't know. He's
lost in the mid card.
He's lost his I don't know.
Momentum,
Yeah, exactly.
balls. Which
I
one?
mean, let's just touch first on that awesome graphic that was shown before the match, like the comic book graphic. That was pretty great when they showed Stardust versus Neville. I was like, oh, that's awesome. But anyway,
Didn't make the match any better though.
it didn't. The match was a bit bland. I don't know.
It's slow. He can't.
How can you have Cody Rhodes or Stardust, whatever you want to call him, and Neville in the ring, and it
Keeps
be a
catching on.
bland match? How can that be a bland match? It's just
Lost in the mid card, Aaron.
yeah, but these
It's
two are
just
two
there.
great performers, and it was just a match that I just felt I didn't need to.
If I
see.
said, right, this segment is where the Diva segment now is, would that sort of...
No, I'd completely agree. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd say that arguably Truth and Barrett, or maybe the tag match at the start of the show, was filling that void. But
No, what I'm saying is, I'm saying like now where the Divas are before the main event, aren't they?
yeah,
Go
yeah,
for a
true.
slash in that. Whereas, do you reckon that they're doing these matches then?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
Because I mean, when I saw the match, I thought, can't be asked watching this. I mean, I watched it. Don't get me
no,
wrong,
I was
but
excited for the prospects of the match. To be honest, I thought Stardust versus Neville sounded an awesome match. I mean, of course, it was Stardust's return after the tragic news that was that Dusty passed away.
Oh, shit, I forgot about
Really? No, that's
Yeah.
bad. That is bad.
No, not in that way. I just mean like, as in that it's his return since that happened.
Yeah, that was his first match back.
Anyway, so
I think he was
Neville got
wearing
the win.
Dusty's boots actually, which was
That was
surprising.
quite a nice touch.
Yeah, but yeah.
Did
that was
Neville
fun.
get the win?
No, Stardust got the win, but they played Neville's music, which was
That was it.
awful. That was really awful. But anyway, they corrected it, I suppose. Started playing Stardust's music. Obviously, we're going to get more from these two, which is I don't know.
Fuck hell.
I mean, if they're going to put a story behind it and give them longer, then yeah, sure, that is fantastic. But if it's going to be more of the same, then
Shite.
I'm not really looking forward to it, to be honest. But we'll see where this goes with these two. They are two fantastic workers, so hopefully it turns out for the better.
To be fair though, Neville's going to be a good worker, isn't he? He's from a small mining community, quite hard working.
It's in his blood, indeed.
In his blood. So we had a little segment with Kane, and Seth telling Kane this better not screw up your bastard plan. And then we had the contract signing.
We had the contract signing. Yeah.
Is it me or are you getting sick of a bit of the overall use of Suplex City being used?
Exactly, they've turned it into a marketing shill now.
It seems like they've turned it. It sounds like some sort of town now.
It's as soon as Michael Cole says it. That's when you just know.
Taking him to Suplex City.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like when I'm going to Suplex City and burn it to the ground. So you're gonna get German suplex. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like how many times can you drop in Suplex City into a promo or commentary or just anything in general?
I'm getting a bit. I think as well though in this segment it proved American crowds when he said the baby brother of the Undertaker and then everyone was chanting baby brother.
Baby brother.
Sort of like,
yeah, it was really cringy that moment.
Okay, but I thought that you chant Undertaker, weren't you?
Well, yeah, although I suppose they're kind of doing it as an insult to Kane, saying like baby brother, and I don't know. It was
just silly.
It was awkward.
But anyway,
it was.
Then Heyman, which would kept his pants when Seth had his hands under the table, playing pocket billiards.
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting.
He put his hands away and said, "No, there's nothing there." And Brock just flipped the table over.
He did, throwing his badassery. But yeah, that was. I don't know. It was a cool segment, I suppose. Seth came out looking, I suppose, quite strong. Really. The whole thing with Kane was pretty well done in the fact that Rollins is now...
let's just go on what we had and then...
yeah, go on.
Brock put the weapon on the table and said, yeah, there you go, there it is. Seth sort of grabbed it off him, went to the ropes and went, I've got it now. And Brock just threw the table at him.
Yeah, it was madness. Like, Lesnar is such a beast.
I was so gutted that Kane didn't get that chokeslam though. I don't know who will win in this match,
Really?
I'm really torn.
Yeah, same actually, to be honest, because I love Seth and I love Brock, so
it's really like...
To be honest, it's a win-win.
Win.
It's a win-win. Like, whoever gets the win in this one, I'm going to be pretty happy with, to be honest.
It's a good match, isn't it? That's all that matters.
It can't be a bad match. Come on, it's going to be fantastic.
That's what I mean. Yeah, of course. That's what I mean. You're just hoping that it's a good match, and as long as it is, then you're happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Will we have a return of J&J Security?
Will we indeed? No, this is a sad thing. They kind of wrote off television now for good, aren't they?
What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. I know they've been written off indefinitely. That was the
Why?
prognosis of the injury. That J&J are out indefinitely. Kind of sad to see them go, to be honest.
Why though? Why
I know
can't we just have him there?
exactly. I suppose it's part of the dissension of the authority, to be
Do you reckon they'll
honest.
come back?
I don't think they will, you know.
No, I don't like that. They could be.
Because I think if dirt sheets are anything to go by,
No, nothing to go by. So I don't really. We'll move on.
no.
Anyway, so what happened?
Obviously the plan is kind of going forward to have Rollins being turned on by Triple H. So I think this is kind of the seeds
Why?
are set in stone. To be honest, Kane is obviously no longer going to be on
See,
the
they
side
could
of
have done that a
Rollins.
few weeks ago though.
They
Where
could have done it months ago, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Why do it now? Why not have them all turned in rather
Well,
than just Triple H?
SummerSlam's coming, Mike. SummerSlam's the next pay-per-view after Battleground. They've got to get their big matches in.
Anyway, so yeah, and then Brock Lesnar broke Kane's leg. I felt like crying.
He did. That looked pretty brutal until they did the slow-mo replay where you saw that he
Yeah.
completely missed. It was like, why have you just done that? But anyway, it was
I was nearly
fantastic.
gutted that Roger Federer didn't win Wimbledon when that happened. I was like, this is Federer all over again.
To be honest, I was gutted with you there, Mike.
Mate, about Kane or Federer?
Federer.
Oh, did you watch it?
I did.
So let's just move on from we'll just go on to tennis a little bit. Federer didn't win Wimbledon, but he beat Murray in the semi-final, which I was screaming from the rooftops for about 3 weeks before the match.
Well, there you go. It was
Boo, Andy Murray, if you're listening. Nah, I'm only joking, but I prefer Federer over you.
A line that I thought you would have really enjoyed. I don't know if you picked it up. What JBL said about Andy Murray being Scottish. Did you pick up on that?
No. Oh, when
did you
would
not
say
pick
that?
up on it?
No.
He said, I can't remember when it was. He said, I think it was during Barrett and our truce match. He said, how did he word it now? He said something about Andy Murray going back to being Scottish after Wimbledon. And it was just such a perfect line. I thought Mike would have loved that line.
You'll have to send me that.
Yeah, I can't remember whereabouts it was during Raw, but it was
You'll
fantastic.
have to watch Wade Barrett's match again then. That's your deed for today.
Is that my punishment for the day?
Yeah. To be fair though, JBL is the best sportsman ever. I mean, he used to do coverage, didn't he, for it? Was NBC?
I think so. It was.
And he actually tweeted during the Roger Federer and Murray match in the semi-final, what a match this is.
Yeah.
It was just like,
Yeah.
You should be the only designated person to talk about sport on the whole show.
Well, he is really, to be honest.
Maybe no, but when Michael Coleman ever mentions sport, it's like you don't know.
Yeah, true. He was a war correspondent, wasn't he? Actually, before he was.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So.
What's Baron Saxon doing? Home count.
Oh wow.
So it was, and then Seth came back into the ring, didn't he? After he ran. I wanted him to topple Paul Heyman when he nearly ran over top Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that was pretty great. But yeah, he did come back. He kind of, I don't know, he did what he needed to do. I think in this feud, he's kind of been made out to look a bit of, I don't know, the kind of whining, chicken shit, I suppose. But I think that was a good move for him actually to kind of look a bit dominant at the end there.
That was weird, because it's out by chance that I watched that, because when Seth ran off and Brock went off, I thought the show was ending.
Yeah, I assumed it was.
So I went in the kitchen and was making a brew, and Seth started talking. I thought, oh my God.
It's like, oh wow, what's happening here? But yeah, it felt more like a Raw after the show segment, to be honest. But no, it happened on Raw, and that was how Raw closed out. And I thought it was pretty great to end like that, to be honest.
I enjoy when that happens, when something like that, rather than putting it on the pre-show so like 4 people watch it.
Yeah. But overall, it was a pretty great Raw. First hour was hit and miss, but
dire, I'd use. Other than the first half an hour.
But yeah, it was. Apart from that was incredible Raw. 3 hours used excellently. There wasn't a ton of replays. It was still there, which we could do without, but it was overall a pretty great show. Enjoyed it. Probably 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I always give it good ratings, don't I? You're always a more of a 6. But I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good Raw. It was a good Raw to move on to Battleground, but I don't think they mentioned enough matches. They should have announced more matches.
Yeah, exactly. I think there seems to be in this thing at the minute where they just randomly put a match on the show and then explain why the match is happening.
But the thing is, though, what I don't like about that is fair enough if they haven't got time to build it, because the 2-week pay-per-views. But when they're doing this, I don't like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's
I think it's quite silly.
They've had 5 weeks to build up matches and they've not announced near enough matches as they should have done. To be honest, it's like has Ambrose even got a match? I don't think he has he?
No, he's facing Zack Ryder.
He probably will do. But anyway, for that we will probably do, like I said, our pre-show.
Our pre-show predictions and stuff.
That will be coming up before the pay-per-view, so tune in for that. Before we leave, I'm giving our nice little shout out to ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com. Fantastic guys over there, as always. Great article by Chris Baker at the minute. Sorry, I pronounced his name wrong.
Barker.
I know. Looking at WWE's tag team division, pretty interesting article. Gonna say as well, get well soon, Tyson. So be sure to check out ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com. Fantastic articles over there, great guys. So check them out.
I couldn't believe that when you were telling me about Tyson. Look how lucky he actually is.
Yeah, so apparently only 5% of people actually survive this injury. Of that 5%, most of them end up paralysed. So it's pretty crazy to see how lucky he's been with this injury. And let's thank God how lucky he was. It could have been a hell of a lot worse.
I don't think God's the one to thank, but yeah.
But yeah, that's incredible miracle stuff right there. So really,
get well soon, Tyson.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
If you don't wrestle again, it don't really matter.
No, it doesn't. He could be a brilliant trainer. He could work behind the scenes, or he could just enjoy his life in Italy.
Did a good job with Natalie.
Indeed. So with that, thanks for listening. Be sure to tune in next time. And stay tuned on our social media channels for more.
Subscribe, and share if you want. You may as well.
Why not? Thanks a lot. See you guys.
You've been listening to the 3 Count Podcast. Be sure to tune in next week for more weekly wrestling roundup.